but 3 goals is a lot different than 4 goals. And so Sweden still very much within striking distance. And like we saw in that Greece-Latvia game on Saturday, Greece was down by 7 and came back. We saw Hungary, who was down 5-1 at one point against Russia. They went on a 10-goal run, 10 goals unanswered, and then it ended up being like a 2-goal game where Hungary won. So we've seen a lot of comebacks. None of these leads in this tournament are safe, but 3-goal games you feel pretty good.
Yeah, 3-goal games will feel good, especially in the first half. Plenty of time. And right there you see Sweden in the clear gets hit with the shot clock, and just like that, in and out. You got to have a heads-up play. You saw him put the timer on.
So they put the stall warning on, which means FIL rules, you got to get down to the box. Sweden got down to the box and just gave it a touch and pop back out, but that's not the rule. You got to get in the box and keep it in the box. And I think that might just be forgetting the rules there.
Yeah, a little bit of forgetting the rules, but the big thing is it comes out of communication from the bench as well as the players on the field. You got to be able to see them, all 3 refs put their hands up and give you that stall warning, that keep it in warning. You got to know, you got to be communicating with one another and let that be known that when you get it in the box, you got to keep it there. That's another costly turnover from Sweden early in this game. And you can see they have no momentum right now, and anytime they try to claw back in and get a little something going, a costly mistake or a great play by Czech is keeping the control on their end of the field.
So the Czech Republic has it spread out. They're holding on to it, and about 17 minutes left, 5-2. Czech shoots a big hit, ball is loose. And you talked about it yesterday, Connor, and these crews did a great job getting the fields ready. But there's been so many games, we estimated probably 30, 40 games on each field throughout these 2 weeks. In this field, it's not, there's sand picking up, so it makes ground balls that much more important but that much tougher.
Yeah, it makes it so difficult as a player. You really got to work on getting low, going in with 2 hands and keeping that top hand at the top of your plastic to really secure those ground balls. Going in here with 1 hand, trying to poke at it, it's going to get caught, and it's going to be very difficult, especially around that center area in front of the crease, the prime time location for a lot of offensive players. You can see it is basically a sand pit right now. We're playing at the beach here in Netanya, and they got to make the most out of it. The footing's going to be difficult, but you have to persevere, and you got to figure out a way to be successful on this end of the field.
And Vamic comes off on the side, and they're going to tend to him. Luckily, he came off on his own power, but he is going to get some attention there from the Czech staff.
Yeah, tough to see. He's definitely their workhorse. Takes face-offs for him. You saw him score a big goal. Locks down Kevin Powers on defense as well. I mean, this kid does everything. But a silly mistake.
Have you seen that before?
There. I have not seen that. Again, that's dealing with the surface, but
have you ever seen the ball handler, the ball carrier, try to transfer the ball as they're subbing out? I've never seen the guy with the ball getting subbed out. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I've never really seen that. Probably not the smartest idea. He could have moved it and still gotten off.
And there was no Swedish player there. You could have left it a good 5 feet in front,
yeah,
moved out of the way, and then a ground ball would have picked it up. But still, it's a risky move.
Yeah, maybe a lapse in concentration right there. Again, a lot of games being played, but a silly mistake. You hope that it doesn't cost this Czech side, but Sweden, that might be the little window they need to start rolling here.
Ball flipped on the ground here and then won back by the Czech Republic. 5-2, a 3-goal lead still. Taken away here by Sweden. Sweden on the run. That's Bryce Walgard. who brought it all the way down for Sweden. Sweden now with an offensive chance. The ball back at X. Sweden works it around. Harrison Mack the shot. It rolls. Sweden chasing it down. It's going to be Sweden ball.
Sweden starting to find some answers down on this end of the field. Had a couple of great looks so far. Again, plenty of time left in this game, only down 3. A lead that could easily evaporate for the Czech if they're not careful.
So taken away here by the Czech Republic. And we've stayed knotted up at 5-2 right here, basically, in this third quarter, or second quarter, I should say, first half still.
Yeah, a little bit of sloppy play in this second quarter. Wow, what a call right there. Saw a flying Swedish defender going at his pull. The moment he steps over, gets the call on.
And a smart timeout call, you think there, Connor?
Yeah, again, I think you get 2 per half. Use them or lose them. And right there, he saw danger for his pull, as well as some life from that Sweden side. You don't want to give them any momentum. And a ride back right there might have been all they needed to really start rolling. So a smart heads-up call from the coach, seeing the danger, helped settle this team down that's had a couple sloppy turnovers in this second quarter. And now let's get through our offense and settle things down a little bit.
We want you to get an extra competitive edge by upgrading to a Sisu, the official mouth guard of the 2018 FIL World Championships. Sisu offers more protection with less mouth guard, so you can talk, breathe, and drink with no problem. Learn more at sisuguard.com. This game is also brought to you in part by New Balance Lacrosse. Wear what the world's best are wearing, a cleat design specifically for the game of lacrosse, the all-new Freeze 2.0. Find out more information on our NB Lacrosse Instagram account and shop at newbalance.com/lacrosse. Also want to tell you about the good folks at Signature Lacrosse. Signature is a company built by the players for the players, focusing on revolutionizing the progression of the game. Follow Signature Lacrosse on Instagram at Signature Lacrosse to stay up to date on product releases like Magic Mesh, the longest lasting, strongest, and #1 performance mesh in the game. That's Signature Lacrosse and their Magic Mesh. All right, let's get back into it. 5-2 is the score. We are less than 3 minutes away from being eligible for that media timeout.
Again, Czech very patient on this end of the field. They are in no hurry with that lead. Love to utilize the clock, but there you can see footing is an issue. A lot of sand in there. There's no amount of studs or spike length you could have to really help you, because there's no grip in this surface.
And the shot there from Czech rolls out of bounds.
It's like watching Maryland in the early 2000s, milking the clock. John Tillman found his way to the, early on to the Final Four weekend by this same sort of strategy. Get a lead, take the clock down, make it very difficult for the other team, and limit the possessions. You wear down that defense, you limit the offensive possession for the opponent, and you shorten this game down. So you can call it stall ball, you can call it playing slow, whatever you want to use as the terminology. This is, in my opinion, the anti-lacrosse. This is not the fastest game on 2 feet. This is the slowest game on 2 feet.
But it's effective.
But it's effective. And again, you cannot blame either side for doing this, especially this being their 8th game of the tournament. You can't expect these guys to run up and down all day long.
Sweden getting the break here, Eric Smith, as they work it around. Coming across the front of the crease, the shot no good, knocked away from Luke McKillian, and that one taken away by the Czech Republic. Czech has it in goal. That's Pokorny with it for this Czech team. They throw it back and forth looking for the clear. 8 seconds away from the 10-minute mark when this ball stops moving again. When it rolls out of bounds, we have another stoppage. We will be ready for that media timeout. So
that's confusing.
This is confusing. So a timeout, and is that going to count as the media timeout? So that timeout counts as the media timeout. I don't know how you break that down, but
I really have no words. I mean, you know you have a free timeout coming under the 10-minute mark, whether you turn the ball over or not. If the ball goes out of bounds, it stops. So for me, that's a wasted timeout there. And now that's the second one the Czech have used, so they are out.
So I'm not sure if they got charged for that or not, or if they went to call a timeout. They went ahead and just went to media. We'll have to wait and find out at the break. But we do want to tell you before we go to the break about Sidewalls Lacrosse, because they have created the first and only custom manufactured lacrosse sets that represent the style and individuality that you bring to the game. You shouldn't, Connor, just not right. You shouldn't have to be Picasso. No one should be. No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be Picasso in order to have a beautiful custom head. Check out sidewalls.com for official 2018 FIL World Championship heads and more. That's sidewalls.com, but it's Sidewalls with a Z. We'll be right back. You're watching the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships. Czech leads 5-2. We'll be right back after this break.
Today's forecast, always sunny. Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny. Thinking for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you. Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. Vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
We welcome you back to the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships, Sweden and the Czech Republic. And we got some clarification during the break. And yes, Czech calls timeout. Connor was right. Czech calls timeout. They gave them the timeout. That it works the same as the media timeout. And so that's going to turn into the Czech being out of timeouts for the rest of the half. It's use them or lose them. But you get that media timeout built into the half, to the quarter, so they do not have another chance to stop the ball here if they want to talk something over for the next 9 minutes.
Yeah, again, I really don't know what was going on that end of the field. Must have been miscommunication between the coaching staff.
But Connor, can I play devil's advocate?
Sure.
You know, can I play the other side?
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it, you want to call a timeout there, you just don't like what you're seeing, you know what? You want to get to it as quickly as possible. You'll just say, hey, we were going to use the timeout anyway. We have a 3-minute break coming. If we get charged for it, that's okay. We just want to talk right this second.
Yeah, and I understand that for sure. But where I'm a little bit confused, and as you can see from the result, whatever was talked about, they turned the ball over immediately anyway.
Good point.
So whatever happened right there, again, there has to be some kind of miscommunication, because if the ball goes out of bounds for, or stops the clock or anything happens there, they would have had a 3-minute timeout, and then you still have one left. Now, having to go the rest of this quarter, if Sweden starts going on a run here or anything, you can't even hold, call timeout for the last possession. You have to just sub on the fly and, hope for the best here. But Sweden in no hurry to try and, go to the cage again. Plenty of time. Only being down 3, you can pick away as at any point. Just get great looks, be smart, and control the ball.
Spinning and trying to score right there was Sweden, but it rolled out. Sweden shoots and scores that time. It was number 14, Dylan Mack, and that's gonna make it 5-3. We got a 2-goal game.
Yeah, Dylan Mack right there. Step down shooter. Kevin Powers being more of a decoy since he's garnered so much attention for his goal scoring ability, but right there as a feeder, draws one, a nice easy pass, one more, and a heavy right-handed shot from Mack. Bringing him within 2.
Great job right there by Mack. You got another look at it there on the beautiful replay we saw. 6:25 left here as the clock continues to run. Clock will run until 3 minutes left in the first quarter, where it will stop. That's FIL rules. So a 2-goal game. Sweden very much still in this game. 25th place on the line, the 25th ranking on the line.
Yeah, this gives them an opportunity to be one of the top, in the top half of the world. Again, not where either one of these teams wanted to be at the start of this tournament, but still being able to finish top half of the expanded bracket with so many talented teams. You got to feel pretty good moving into the Euros and just have that confidence that you left this tournament with a win. Looks like interference right there on Kevin Powers. Getting into it a little bit with his defender. Some ticky-tacky, stuff going on. We mentioned it before. These are rivals, know each other really well. This is, going back playing almost 30 years against each other with so much on the line between these two European powers.
Played each other in 1988 in Europe, said to be one of the first lacrosse games to take place in Europe. And we got a Czech player on the ground as they go to check on him. So time has stopped, a medical stoppage with 5 minutes, 4 seconds left here in the second quarter. It would be a great time to tell you about some of our sponsors. And we do want to tell you about JBC Money. JBC Money is the money transfer specialist for private and corporate clients. Start saving today with bank beating exchange rates, no fees or commissions on your international money transfer needs, and with the support for 60, that's 60 different currencies.
I didn't even know there's that many currencies in the world.
Well, there are, my friend. Find out more about us during the championships at jbcmoney.com. Great to see the player taking off there, being helped to the sideline That's Barak coming off. And real quick, we want to tell you about Celebrite. Communities everywhere turn to Celebrite's leading digital intelligence solutions every day to help make a safer world possible. Visit Celebrite.com to see how. 5 minutes, 4 seconds left in this second quarter. Time will run when the whistle blows. 5-3 is the score. Sweden 2 goals away here. What do they need to do to get another goal on the board here, Connor?
Yeah, I mean, continue to be patient offensively. They have a lot of weapons on that end, and they can score the ball. It's not the issue. It's about being clean and being precise in their exchanges and being patient, not trying to force too much. Again, it's a small lead that the Czech have with so much time left. You have to feel confident now scoring 2 out of your last 3 possessions. Continue to just work this thing around and you know, chip away slowly but surely.
Shot goes wide, chased down by Sweden. (5-3), a 2-goal game. Sweden looking to run it around. They want to get an open possession here. An open shot, a good look. This is the Sweden team we saw. They like to trade places here on offense. They move like a cohesive unit. But today, like you said, it might be because it's the last day. Sweden look like they're moving a tiny bit slower than usual. What do you think? Is that fair?
Yeah, it's definitely fair to say. I mean, I can't imagine 8 games in 9 days in this heat, in this intensity. Because every single one of these games has been a battle. Whether you win by 20 or you win by 1, they're all a battle. All of these teams are full of physical, great athletes. Again, professionals at their craft. These guys are representing their nations,
That's what I was
putting it all on the line.
That's what I was just going to say. You think about the pressure added as well. Every single day you put on your country's colors and you're expected to play at your absolute best in conditions that are very hot. We've had a great time in Israel. It's been awesome. It's been beautiful. We've had a blast. But it's been hot out here, and it's been tough to kind of keep going every single day. And you know, it's been draining as a broadcaster, so I can only imagine how hard it is to play at such a high level like these guys are doing every single day for 8 days straight, or 9 days straight, 8 games.
Yeah, it's really, really tough. And even when you're off, you're not off, you're recovering. You're still doing something to get your body moving. There's never really a true break, and these guys won't get a true break till they get on that plane and go home.
After the Zedlitz save, it's Sweden with the ball under 2 minutes.
But it's been impressive. I mean, whether these teams have lost 5 straight games or whether they've won 5 straight games, everybody comes to play every single time. And it's been so impressive to see the heart and the passion for this sport from all over the world. Hotbeds, non-hotbeds, newcomers,
That's a great point.
and veterans all over the world. These guys have been passionate, belting out their national anthems, laying
awesome.
it all on the line for their teams between great warm-ups, music, dancing. This tournament has had it all.
Really has. It's had the energy, and everybody's done a great job of bringing that energy at all times. 5-3, a 2-goal game. Sweden works it around. They're looking for a chance here, trying to get a look.
Yeah, trying to get a look, man up for 1 minute now.
Powers shoots, but it is saved right there by Pokorny.
My apologies, it was a 30-second man up. But it looks like now Sweden, Kevin Powers, going to the sin bin for 30 seconds.
Going to the penalty box. So Sweden going to be man down.
Yeah, Kevin Power's been really frustrated today. This Czech team has done a lot to get underneath his skin. After his first few games in this tournament, when he was lighting up the scoreboard, I think he had 20 goals through 3 games or something crazy like that. He did. He has kind of slowed down and been a focal point of most of these teams, and they've really done a good job at trying to take him out of his rhythm and his game.
So the Czech Republic just holds it as the break comes to an end. 5-3 is the score. Czech leads by 2. We'll be back. You're watching the 2018 FIL World Championships at the half. Czech leading by 2. You're watching on the ESPN Family of Networks.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thank God for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. Vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
Hi. We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thank you for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. Vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thank for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thank for the love. Sunny,
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. Vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Welcome back to the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships. Kevin McMahon, and I'm joined by Connor McKemmy. 5-3, a 2-goal game between Sweden and the Czech Republic. Czech looking to continue to build this lead. Sweden had a run late in the first half to make it a 2-goal game. Connor McKemmy, my friend, what are you looking for?
Yeah, you can see right away Czech Republic started off man up due to the penalty at the end of that half on Kevin Powers. Not able to get anything. I thought they were a little too tight, making it very difficult to exchange the ball and easy for Sweden to get on hands. But I want to see an absolute fight here in the second half from both these teams. Again, neither team wanting to be where they finished, where they're, wanted to be in this position playing for 25th. They thought it'd be a little higher, but still a lot to play for. And again, rivals dating back almost 30 years.
When we talked to Czech, they said, this is our championship. We are determined to win this game. And so far, they look it, 5-3.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. That first quarter, they absolutely dominated time of possession.
And you saw the second quarter, they kind of slowed it down a little bit, went with a different strategy.
Yeah, I thought they slowed it down a little bit too much, kind of took them out of their own rhythm. And then a couple of costly turnovers gave Sweden an opportunity to get back in this game. Now only down 2. Sweden looking for their first offensive possession of the second half. Having a great chance now to bring themselves within 1. This is a talented Sweden offensive unit. Goal scorers all over the field, high-end players. As we see a timeout from the ref with the ball being on the field. But this is a Sweden team that can score in bunches, and they have a great face-off man. Goes to Vermont, part of that Vermont face-off staff that was very solid this year. Look for Sweden to attack early in this possession.
Sweden working it around, but it rolls out of bounds, and a big stop there by the Czech Republic as they're going to have the ball back. What would your strategy be here, Coach, in this second half? If you're Czech, you have the lead. You're trying to finish as high up in the world as possible. Most teams that ever have been in the FIL Championships, 46, and you're trying to end 25th. What's your strategy here?
Yeah, my strategy is to go back to what we did in the first quarter. We were efficient on offense. We executed when we needed to. We were patient but effective. Instead of going to straight stall ball mode, which they seem to do in the second quarter.
Great quick thinking there by the Czech Republic. And they set it up for a big score there by Knotek. Great job by Tomáš Jasic to get the ball over to Knotek. Knotek scoring right in front of the goal. 6-3, a 3-goal game now.
Yeah, an absolute great play at the midfield line to come up with that ground ball. When you flick it to a player, flick it into space, creates havoc, especially in the middle of the field. And usually on one end, there's going to be an odd man situation. And that time it favored the Czech players as they were able to flick it into an ongoing stick, creating an odd man situation. And that's exactly how they need to respond. Early offense favors this Czech Republic side. They're quick, they're strong, and they're efficient on this end when they move the ball effectively and they move with authority. But when they go into that stall ball mode, they tend to almost phase themselves out of what they do best.
Sweden pulls it back out. Paulson brings it back out here for this Sweden team as they try to work it over and get chances, get looks. I don't keep saying it, but they've had a tough time getting those looks.
Yeah, they've had a really tough time trying to break open this Czech defense. Very talented squad, but you can see again really where Sweden's hurt themselves all tournament long has been the costly turnovers on that offensive side. It's careless passes. It's trying to be too cute and throw skip passes or make the home run play. And all tournament long, it's really affected them.
And do you feel like, Coach McKemmy, that maybe they're trying to do too much as opposed to slowing it down, worrying about one thing at a time, just trying to set up their guys? They're maybe trying to look at it all as a whole here instead of looking at it as one thing at a time.
Yeah, I think it's a compound of a lot of things. Again, the mental fortitude you have to play 8 games in 9 days, whether you win or lose, and keep going is very difficult. And it weighs heavy on these guys. Again, they're putting everything out on the line. And so when you come up short in a game that you felt like you could have won or you let one slip, you have to wipe it off and have a short memory and go back again and execute the next day.
Coach, I was just going to say, I don't think there's anything like this in the world when it comes to lacrosse. Even when you're playing travel ball or club ball, you might play 3 games in one day. And that's, but that's just for the day. You might play 4 games in a weekend. You're not playing 8 games in 9 days. This is the only time in lacrosse this kind of thing happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you're used to the summer ball circuit, you're playing 3, 4, 5 games in a weekend. But then you have the week to break things down, talk things over, rest.
And those games aren't as long as these.
No, they're not nearly as long, and usually the stakes aren't as high.
This is the highest stakes, long games that each team wants to win. This one of the biggest one we've called to this point so far. 25th place on the line. Sweden with the clear here as they work it around, and they're trying to get their offense set and ready to roll.
Yeah, to wake up every single day, win or lose, and get back on the field and represent your nation. It's been incredible to see from all of these athletes all week long, over the last 2 weeks to be exact. And I can't be more impressed with where this sport is going in the future. Being a coach, being somebody that's been involved with the sport for more than half my life, I absolutely, it just brings joy to my heart to just see how much this is spread and how talented the game is on the global scale.
Ball rolls out, and it's going to be Sweden ball.
Sweden again, a little sloppy. Whether it's the ball, stick, who knows, but right there they connect on a great pass from Kevin Powers to Lind, Marcus Lind. A nice 1-2 right there. I guess Czech Republic caught sleeping as Wind just comes straight out of the box, right down the middle of the field. Nobody even picks him up. And that might be the easiest goal he's scored all tournament.
Lind getting a huge goal right there to make it 6-4, a 2-goal game, and Connor Sweden sticking around. And do you think they can create more chances like that, or do you think that was a one chance, that was a kind of a once in a game opportunity, or think that this might be a sign of things to come?
Well, you hope from the Czech side that they're not going to give up too many as easy as that. But again, this Sweden side is very talented offensively, and I like Powers' energy coming out of the second half. He was very frustrated in that first half, getting roughed up off ball. A lot of guys trying to get under his skin and get to his head. He comes right out of the break, smart, under control, and makes a simple play. When Powers makes a simple play, that's when he's most effective. At this point, he's become more of a feeding threat because there's so much pressure when he comes out of the box dodging. He's looking for his teammates, and they're really doing him a service by finishing the ball and being productive off of his play. And now down 2, plenty of time left in this game as we approach the halfway point of the third quarter. You can see there's no real rush or urgency. There doesn't need to be. Sweden gets what they want when they control the ball, when they don't turn it over. I mean, they have talented players all over the field.
Coming around from X was Paulson, Leaf Paulson, and that one went right out the back there, but a great shot by Sweden and a nice chance. 6-4 is the score. Sweden with the ball now. They seem to be more in control here on offense, Connor.
Yeah, a lot more in control. Again, talented players all over the field. It's just about cleaning up the exchanges and the simple plays right here. You see, boom, another simple play coming from the offensive end leads to an easy goal.
And it was Sanny Falk scoring right there for Sweden. And that's going to take us to 6-5, a one-goal game with under 10 left to play here in the third quarter. That rolls us in to our media timeout. Honix is proud to be the official provider of game day apparel for referees at the 2018 FIL World Championships. Founded in 1984, Honix is the right call for all referees, umpires, and officials across all sports in the United States and around the world. For more information, visit Honix.com. Honix, the right call for over 30 years. 6-5. We got a great game. Sweden within one. You're watching the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships live from Netanya, Israel. Kevin McMahon, Connor McKemmy. We'll be right back after this break.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Welcome back to the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships. 6-5 is the score. 9:56 left here in the third quarter. Connor, we're witnessing Sweden making a comeback here. What are you seeing here from this Swedish team that you like? What do you think Czech needs to improve on?
Don't call it a comeback. Yeah, it's a great, it's a great effort from Sweden to start this second half. Really dominated the ball in the offensive possession. Again, when Sweden cleans up their stick work and are effective moving the ball, they're a very difficult team to stop. There's a reason they have been perennial top 10 nationally ranked, world ranked team, because they have skilled players all over the field. But when they are sloppy and they turn the ball over and don't give those offensive players a chance to get into the groove and get into the game, they get frustrated, they get sloppy, and they open the door for all these other teams that they've lost to and competed with to score on them. So again, being effective on offense, making the easy single play has really helped them climb back into this game.
6-5 Czech Republic ball. They need an answer here, Connor. How important is it for them to get to the goal and try to score another one here?
Yeah, after Sweden has kind of clawed back in this game and put the pressure on, Czech Republic really needs a good offensive possession. Right there, they get a good look, just blocked, but continue to move the ball. Broken stick. Oh. That's a tough break for Sweden right there with the broken stick. And
Eklund's stick literally broke perfectly in half. Oh my goodness. Split right in half, and did it split on the check? Did it break off on the guy? Did it break off when he checked the Czech Republic player?
Yeah, broke off right there on
goodness.
the cross check, which is what he's going to be called for.
We got a replay here of it right here for you. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, right on the cross check, just snaps in half. But I think it's the late check to the throat right there that actually catches.
Wow.
Actually catches Prochazka in the throat, and that's always tough as a player. You don't have a ton of protection there. Just gets him right in the neck, knocks the wind out of you. But again, right now you can see that's a clear cross check. That's why the shaft snaps.
Oh,
that's going to be
God.
a minute penalty right there. But you can just tell how big and strong and physical these athletes are to be able to snap
My
a
goodness.
metal shaft over somebody's shoulder.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Get some rest, big fella. That one's going to be, going to need some ice.
Yeah, I was glad to see him walk off the field, though, when he's walking off on his own 2 feet, and that's great news.
Yeah, that's great news. And now Czech Republic up, man up for a minute.
And now a Sweden player hits the deck after Czech was looking for a goal of their own. Clock continuing to run, though. Flag is down. And I think Sweden's going to be man up here for at least a minute. Yeah, 1 minute.
Here, cross check. So we'll be 5-on-5.
Oh, so it's offsetting.
Yeah, 5-on-5.
Oh, right. The cross check. Good point. Thank you.
And Czech Republic wasting no time in that man up. Now gives an opportunity for it to really be 5-on-5. So Sweden won't have an opportunity to be man up really for more than maybe 5 or 6 seconds. So use the extra space and use the odd scenario of being 5-on-5 to attack and get an opportunity here to now score here, now man up for the remainder of this penalty.
So Sweden, 5-on-5, a great chance here. Well, there's release, so they are man up.
Yeah, they're man up. Mac just came in, big, heavy, right-handed shooter. Really watch for him to sneak and find those gaps as he steps in and lets one go.
The Czech Republic penalty about to release. It does, all even. So not a lot happened from that. But if you're Czech, you're just happy, even though you wanted the chance to be man up after committing the penalty, you're just happy nothing bad happened.
Yeah, you're happy to not give up your lead. You still got that. Make sure you're organized now that it's 6v6. And, find a way to get another stop here. They had a chance to pad that lead, but now bend, just don't break.
Ball is loose, picked up again here by Sweden. Sweden, great ball movement. Paulson, drive it in. Paulson pushed back out here by the defense, back at X, almost covered by 2. Nice switch there by Czech. driving in. The shot, a delayed shot there, a little bit of a fake early there from Mack. That one rolls out.
Yeah, Mack throws a little hesitation right there. Get the goalie moving and free his hands for that extra step. Unfortunately, just misses wide. But this is exactly what Sweden wants to do. They want to control the ball on the offensive end. They want to put up a lot of shots, pepper that defense, and really now starting to wear them down as they approach a 1-4-1 set right now. Look for the guys on the crease in that backside. Right now, Mack is wide open. In a dangerous spot. You don't want to let that guy catch the ball with his hands free. He's a certified sniper.
Driving in, and Croatia tried to cover the goal twice. They had a defenseman come in to try to help as extra backup, but Harrison Mack gets past both, scoring here for Sweden, and we are all tied up here at Wingate number 4.
Yeah, all tied up. The older brother, Harrison Mack, finding an ability to weave through the defense right there with the left hand. Little S dodge from behind, gets up the field, cuts off his defender. Nobody slide, easy finish for the man in deuces. We always find ourselves in the midst of a great ball game, don't we, Kevin?
We seem to stumble upon them, and that's not a bad place to be, not a bad problem to have. Great game here, all tied up 6-6 between Sweden and Czech.
Kevin, for the ones that haven't been paying attention to his broadcast, seems to be the overtime king at this World Games.
I don't know if that's true.
Pretty close.
Crunch time king at least. I think
Yeah,
Craig,
crunch time king.
Craig
for sure.
Bloom is the undisputed overtime king. He had the sudden death game between the Philippines and Italy, and he had the Latvia-Greece game. So he's had the two major thrillers. We've had Jamaica-Finland, this one, Greece-Latvia. So many down the stretch have just been great.
So the crunch time king will take it. Open man right here.
Sweden takes the lead for the first time in a while, if not the first time today. Sanny Falk scoring that lead-taking goal for Sweden to make it 7-6.
Yeah, wide open right there. Heads-up play from the defender to look. Wide open, naked on the backside. And an easy finish again for Sweden. This is a high-powered offense, like I said, and you can't give them such easy looks. They will make you pay time in and time out. These guys are elite finishers. You got to find hands. You got to make it difficult for them. Right now, Sweden having their way against this Czech defense.
Ball picked up here by Sweden.
I love the fake flip over the shoulder right there. Just to buy himself half a second more. Just always keeping the defense working. McCallion, an unbelievable face-off guy again. University of Vermont product. Had a great season this year. All over the fields. Every single national team filled with top talented players. We've been absolutely blessed to see some unreal lacrosse over the last 10 days.
Too blessed to be stressed. Sweden working it around right here, under a minute to play, 7-6. They really want to end this quarter with as much momentum as possible. They tied it up in this quarter. They've taken the lead in this quarter. Can they extend their lead in this quarter? We're going to find out here. 30 seconds. Sweden works it around. They're looking for a certain time to go, C-Mac.
Yeah, waiting for that last shot. Again, you can go a little earlier with knowing that that is a running clock, making sure you get a second opportunity just in case you miss. But wow, what an individual effort right there to get to the center of the cage. Now 15 seconds left.
Paulson shoots with 16 left. Now there's 10. Ball at X. Maybe time for one more. Paulson shoots. That runs out, and it's saved. Sweden's gonna have one more try.
That ball's live.
The buzzer sounds 7-6. Sweden leads by 1. What a comeback from Sweden. But this game is not over, not by a long shot. 20 minutes, and we're gonna find out who's the 25th best team in the world. You're watching FIL 2018 World Championship Lacrosse live from Netanya, Israel. Kevin McMahon, Connor McKemmy. We'll be right back.
But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thinking for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thinking for
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. Vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
We welcome you back to the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships. I'm Kevin McMahon. I'm joined by my partner, Connor McKemmy, the coach. 7-6, Sweden leads by 1. What a great fourth quarter we're going to have for you. And it's really been the Czech Republic who has kind of been in the driver's seat for most of this game, and then it was a late push by Sweden at the end to tie up this game and then take the lead. They're going to look to keep pushing it and get a little bit more separation. The Czech Republic, on the other hand, looking to make a comeback.
Yeah, Sweden early on in the game was having trouble at the face-off X, having trouble holding on to possession, but now in this second half, newfound life, able to get back in this thing and now have a lead. Look to them to shorten this game up by seeing a minute and a half, 2-minute possessions out of the Swedish side. Again, comfortable scoring fast, comfortable scoring slow. As long as they maintain possession, this is a very deadly team.
Sweden shooting. That one goes over top. That was Gustafsson shooting that one, the 21-year-old midfielder.
They're kind of lulling this Czech defense to sleep here. Cutters have been open, step-down shooters have been open. Sweden just needing to be patient. Should find a couple of good looks here, barring any careless turnovers. And just like that, Sweden has taken off 2 minutes of the clock already with a couple of good looks. Continuing to just pass the ball around, slow things up, lull this Czech defense to sleep.
And what do you think of this strategy here, Coach? Do kind of a little stall ball here.
Yeah, a little stall ball. Again, as long as it doesn't put you out of your rhythm. And the last thing you want to do is have a 3-minute possession and come up empty. and now leading into easy transition for the Czech on the other end.
Czech Republic wins it back, and Czech calls a timeout. This timeout, a great time to tell you about some of our friends who are helping us put these games on, this terrific tournament. This game is brought to you by 3D Lacrosse with 15 markets across the United States. 3D Lacrosse is America's premier provider of lacrosse training and player development services, including box field hybrid training, select travel teams, team tournaments, recruiting showcases, leagues, and more. Visit 3dlacrosse.com today. Hey fans, Maverick Lacrosse is proud to be the official social responsibility partner of the 2018 FIL World Championships. With best-in-class design and input from the game's top players, Maverick is on a tireless mission to offer innovative, high-performance products. Nothing should get in the way of an athlete playing at their best. See more by following Maverick Lacrosse on Instagram. Maverick Lacrosse, powered by the player. Today's game is brought to you by Gladiator Lacrosse. Equipment designed and perfected by lacrosse players for lacrosse players seeking to take their game to the next level. Visit gladiatorlacrosse.com today. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out to Cascade Lacrosse. Cascade is the #1 helmet in lacrosse, and they're proud to be the official helmet of the 2018 FIL World Championships. See more by following Cascade Lacrosse on Instagram. Cascade Lacrosse, a passion to protect. Cascade has provided some of the greatest helmets you'll ever see here in this tournament. What have you liked the most? What's been your favorite helmet? It doesn't have to be necessarily a Cascade helmet, even though most teams are rocking Cascade. What have been your favorite helmets so far? Do you have an ultimate favorite? What's been your favorite?
It's been pretty tough. I mean, we talked about the chrome domes yesterday from what, the Puerto Rican side? Philippines side. Those chrome domes are absolutely ridiculous. They look awesome. Big fan of these Sweden side. The Warrior helmets that a couple of these teams have been rocking with the 2-color fade is pretty unique, is pretty cool. But all in all, my favorite is still Jamaica with the flag on it. Classy helmet all around. But all these teams, you know, have been rocking unbelievably awesome gear. Really cool to help spread, you know, this game to the far reaches of the world and do it in some style.
So did you pick a favorite?
I said Jamaica is probably my favorite.
Jamaica's probably your favorite?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's simple. It's got the nice flag on it, great color scheme with that black, yellow, and green. Big fan of that side, big fan of that team. But it's been a lot of fun. All in all these teams have been really, you know, in some sweet digs.
Those Iroquois all whites.
Yes.
Those are unbelievable. They've been rocking white and black. They have 2 helmets. I mean, just their commitment to the game, their commitment to the swag is really awesome.
You know who might need some fresh helmets might be that Team USA.
You don't like them?
No, they're fine. They're just classy. It's simple.
They're
The thing is,
classic.
it's simple.
They're classic.
It's classic white. It's a simple design. But those Canadian helmets with the fade, you
those
didn't
are
hear
nice.
it here, but the black and red from the Maple Leafs, oh, they're really nice to see. That's going to be a great game tomorrow, 10 a.m. local time.
You better just stay up all night, folks. That's what's going to be a great one. Connor's not going to go to sleep tomorrow before the game.
No
He's
chance.
so jazzed.
I'm so jazzed.
He's going to stay up all night.
We're talking 3 a.m. East Coast, 12 o'clock midnight West Coast. If you're not tuned into this game live, do you even like lacrosse? These are the best 2 teams in the world battling it out for another gold medal. The U.S. have given up gold 2 out of the last 3 times out at the World Games to Canada. And again, Canada winning on U.S. soil in 2014. It's going to be a chippy game. It's going to be an intense game. If it's anything like the game that started out on Sunday, we're going to be
in for a treat for
in
sure.
for an absolute treat.
Sweden did a great job on that clear to get it back to their guy, move it over, and call the timeout. They want to talk it over, and that's the right move, I think, right there by Sweden. Doing all the right things And like you said, it may not be the world's most exciting situation, but it's effective. And at the end of the day, both these teams trying to find out who can be the 25th best team in the world. That's what they're playing for.
Yeah, that's what they're playing for, and it's a pretty cool opportunity. Again, it's such a deep field, full of a bunch of competitive new teams and some veteran-savvy teams. We've seen some excellent lacrosse all across the board. And to be here and playing for 25th against a European rival that you saw 30 years ago
For the first time.
it's got to be pretty cool.
And do you trust that this lacrosse is going to get even better? It's been terrific. Do you trust it's going to get even better, maybe?
Yeah, as the game continues to grow and spread from all these countries, it's just going to get better. There's a lot of great programs in these countries. It's not just the national team. They have club teams. They have high school teams. They have college, university teams. They're bringing in players from all over the world, and then they're exporting them. Some of these guys playing in Division 1, 2, 3 schools in the States. Some of them playing for universities and colleges in their own countries. The sport is flying, and it is absolutely a joy to be able to see it grow and see how effective it is. The one thing I will like to see over the coming FIL championships as it continues to grow is making these teams more naturalized, more nationalized. We've seen a lot of teams at this tournament that have rocked almost full passport teams, birth certificates, whatever it needs to be. As we start to, see more and more players come into the game, we should start to kind of, cycle out some of those heritage players, because we want to see true national lacrosse. We want to see guys that speak the language, are involved in the history, in the culture, and that's really where we'll see this beautiful game reach its highest point once all these teams are fully represented by their national players. It's not too far away, and I understand as we start to grow, we need these heritage players to fill out some of these rosters, but all in all, it's a beautiful game, and it's been such a blessing to be a part of. I can't stress it enough. What the FIL has done here has been absolutely amazing. To see this game really grow, and again, 46 teams being represented here. I've heard there's 50, 60 total teams now across the world. Should be even more as we go to Coquitlam in 2022. But it's exciting. It is really exciting to be a lacrosse fan and be a lacrosse player. So many opportunities out there for you to play and represent your nation, your country. It's really, really awesome thing we have going on.
The shot from Sweden, no good, saved by Pokorny. As Czech Republic on the run here. It's a one-goal game. Czech can make something happen on the clear and then get it going offensively.
Yeah, be impatient. Again, plenty of time left in this game. No need to rush. Make sure you're controlling the ball. Again, a lot of what I've seen from both these teams has been the careless turnovers. That's where they get caught in transition. That's where they give up all of their momentum. It's being smart, making the easy play. And again, a one-goal game here. Late into this fourth quarter, we got ourselves a great one.
Czech trying to play the body here as they drive in, trying to be physical on offense. A shot goes wide. There from number 72, Tomasz Prochaka right there. But it is Sweden ball, and we are 2.5 minutes away from that media timeout. And the flag is up. It has not been thrown yet. He's running with it, so we're going to get the call after the play. Great clear here. The shot wide, and it's going to be Sweden ball, but a great execution down the stretch, and that almost resulted in a big shot, big goal for Dixon Smith.
Yeah, Dixon Smith definitely a little greedy there, wanted the goal. Maybe give that up to your attackman. I know this is the last game, but still very close. He had a 3-on-2 opportunity with, you know, again, attackmen being your better finishers, better offensive players, not to, you know, downgrade the Pulls' ability, but a step down shot from 10 or a dunk from one of the attackmen, I'd choose the latter.
Driving in, Sweden scoring. It's number 8, Griffin Gustafsson.
Yeah, that play was all set up by Kevin Powers. Being man up, he has a nice skip pass you see right there. Finding wide open Gustafsson. Very smart. That's more of what we see from a Canadian finish right there. Keeping it in your right hand, pulling it over, protecting the stick. Nice little twister shot, as you see again. A beautiful skip pass. If anybody wants to watch great skip passes, Kevin Powers has it in his ability, but to my eyes, the best skip ball thrower in college pro lacrosse, doesn't matter. My man Connor Kelly from the University of Maryland. He's the king of the touch pass through. If you want to learn how to throw a beautiful skip ball, watch some Connor Kelly feeding highlights. This kid is electric. He is one of the great young talents in our sport, an elite shooter with multiple release points, but an even better passer of the ball. And I think that's the most important thing for these young players coming up. As much as everybody wants to shoot the ball 100 miles an hour, to be able to feed these tight passes, skip the ball, and have an effective stick, you'll find yourself on the field more times than not.
And how important do you think it was for Sweden to get that extra insurance goal right here to make it 8-6?
Yeah, to get that second goal right before, you know, this media timeout, very important, gives them a lot of momentum. And here again, an opportunity to kind of kill some clock or pad to that lead.
Sweden scores to take us into the media timeout. It's Dylan Mack, the 18-year-old, adding to the Swedish lead, 9-6, a 3-goal game.
Yeah, Dylan Mack, the younger of the two Mack brothers, just going through all sorts of contact right there. Relentless is his approach to the cage, and he finishes with a nice bounce shot low and away. Again, this Sweden team, a lot of young, talented players coming up through the ranks. Should be very, very good in the future Euros to come, future World Games. As both Mack brothers, around 20 and 18. You have a couple other guys in their early 20s. You look at Jonathan Quigley as well, a young talent. Luke McCollin, the face-off guy from Vermont, just 19 years of age. This Sweden team has a lot to build on going towards the future.
9-6 is the score. Sweden leads by 3. We're in the 4th quarter. It should be a great finish because you got to believe this Czech Republic team is not going to go quietly into the night. These guys are very, very motivated. They just have had some tough breaks down the stretch here. And Connor, after a great start by them, it's really been all Sweden here in the second half. What can we expect from them, and what do they need to do to be successful?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely started off fast, and like I said, that's where they need to get back into. I thought it really took them out of their groove in that second quarter when they started slowing the ball down and sitting on it. A lot of turnovers, you know, and then that just starts to trickle in with you, you know, and then you see your lead slip away. You start to tighten up a little bit on the offensive end, force things. Again, when Czech Republic attacks early and often, they are very effective. They have skilled, physical, offensive players that just need the ball, and they need to attack. They need to stop sitting around and trying to kill clock now. Down 3, under 10 minutes. You don't have that luxury. Continue to press, then you get on this Sweden defense early, because if you let this Sweden defense set up, they're long, they're big, they're rangy, they're athletic, and you're not going to be able to score a lot of goals when they're set.
Connor breaks down some of these highlights for us. We take a look back at the game that has been. It's been an awesome one.
Yeah, some great looks right here. This was the play that I was talking about from Sweden. They give up the pull shot and just sails high on them. But right here again, a beautiful skip pass from Powers, Gustafsson, and a better finish on man up. Sweden really found the answer and found their stride. But the play from Kevin Powers to settle down in the second half, make the easy plays, and use his skill and ability to be a catalyst for this Sweden offense to get them going. It hasn't been from the scoring end, it's been his feeding ability. I think he has 3 or 4 assists on the day. That's really where Sweden's benefit, from him drawing a couple slides, but moving the ball, not trying to do too much. And because of that, keeping a cool head, the Sweden offense has been really rolling down the stretch. So again, being patient on this side of the ball, making sure they have everybody in here. We should see a backside Lumumbo action right now, but go ahead.
That was a good shot there by Tomáš Jasek. That didn't go. Check another shot. That one rolls out. Czech Republic chasing it down.
See, when Czech Republic goes quick and doesn't let Sweden set up, they create opportunities just like that. Boom.
Diving towards the goal is the Czech Republic and scoring. Number 26, Barak, scoring again here for the Czech Republic. Barak making it 9-7.
Yeah, right there, a quick face dodge, gets underneath, takes the contact, and again, that extra step up the field, increasing his angle, let him wrap around and score one. Again, when Czech Republic attacks early and often, when they're effective, that's where they're most effective. When they get on you and they apply pressure, not when they slow the ball up and try to work it around. When they dodge hard and they create chaos on that offensive end, they catch Sweden off guard. This is a team from Sweden that doesn't like to slide a lot. They feel good and confident in their individual matchups. You have to abuse that by attacking them early and often.
Sweden passes it out, pulling it back, 9-7, a 2-goal game, still plenty of time here in the Czech Republic. 7 minutes, 23 seconds left as the clock continues to run. Getting it across here is Sweden.
Now in Sweden's shoes, you can't rest on this 2-goal lead. Again, with the face-off being the great neutralizer of our sport, you can't sit on it and expect to just see this thing through. The game and the tide can change very quickly. You gotta continue to attack. You're allowed to be patient and milk a little clock and kind of slow this thing and tighten this game up, but you can't settle here for just a stall. You got to apply pressure.
Sweden going towards the goal, rolling around, passing it out. That was a nice move to get there by Harrison Mack as Sweden is just pulling it back out again.
Yeah, this is fine. I mean, again, you want to be smart. So in this scenario, you do kind of want to take control of the ball, kill some clock, but you still got to find a way to attack and make this Czech team work defensively. And the scoring isn't done here. You know, the scoring is not done. You got to be able to still put the ball in the back of the net if you want to win this game. I think 10 to me is going to be the magic number in this game. Kind of like a golf score when they look on Sunday to find what would be the magic number to win. For me, 10 goals should do it.
Whoever scores 10 first?
Yeah. Just looking at the time and the scenario of the game, obviously Sweden, if they get to 10, that'll give them a 3-goal lead. But Czech Republic scoring 3, a 1-goal win, That'd be pretty cool to walk home with a little coming from behind late. But what the Czech Republic can't do is get into a situation like this, get careless in their approaches, careless with their sticks, and costly penalty, because right now it resets the timer. I don't believe that Sweden has to keep it in anymore, and they can use this whole 1 minute to their advantage.
Use it to their advantage.
Oh, just kidding. FIL rules, you do have to keep it in regardless after the penalty. So I was wrong there, my fault.
It's a tough break by Sweden. Czech has the ball, man up, man down, but they may not be as ready to just hold it as a team usually would. You know what I mean? Because they got to keep going.
So we got a timeout for the Czech Republic. Got it off just in time.
While we have a break, I do want to tell you about the good folks at Trusted Choice. Trusted Choice is the official insurance partner of the 2018 FIL World Championships. Protect what matters most, from your business to your home to auto and life. Trusted Choice independent insurance agents are there for you. When disaster strikes, go to trustedchoice.com to find a local agent today. 9-7, a 2-goal game here. Less than 5 left to play. It's going to be Czech ball when this game restarts. All right, Coach McKemmy, give me to it. Give me it. Tell me what is going to happen here. What do you want to see Czech do? What's going to be the most effective for them out of the break here?
Again, the Czech Republic are very effective when they go early in the offense and they attack this Sweden team. Instead of trying to pass the ball through them and be too cute, is when they put their heads down and they dodge hard with a purpose and go to cage. They create a lot of mismatch opportunities, but again, this is Sweden side that doesn't like to slide all that much. They like to use their size and strength and athleticism to dominate the one-on-one matchups. I'm on the Czech side right now, plenty of time left. Your clock is a little different. We got 4:33 on the stadium. So a little bit more time, but again, being patient, don't force anything, because you don't know how many more opportunities you'll have, but being smart here and being effective, and right away you see going hard towards the cage, just to see out the rest of this penalty.
This Czech Republic team, they are fired up. They're doing like chants down there. They got like a drumming device. It's really, they're really trying to get their guys fired up here for this comeback. Sweden, excited about that loose ball. They're trying to get a big stop here. 4 minutes left. Czech, man down, driving towards goal. Shooting. It goes wide. Czech is there. The shot came from number 6, Tomáš Jacek.
Yeah, Jacek kind of weaves his way in there. He likes this short stick matchup.
Jacek shooting again, another save by Sweden. Another save by Zielitz right there, the goalie for Sweden. Oh, the clear almost successful for Sweden, but it rolls away. Ball is loose. Czech picks it back up. 3:30 left here on the clock, or 3:20 I should say. As time continues, time will start stopping around 3 minutes.
Yeah, right around the 3-minute mark. Again, plenty of time in lacrosse. You just got to get that first one.
'25th place on the line, a chance to be named the 25th best team in the world. 46 countries in this tournament, so it would be a great honor.
Yeah, great honor. A lot of national pride at stake. European rivals at stake. Bragging rights for the next 4 years at stake. This game's got so much. But right there, a turnover from the Czech Republic.
Powers bringing it down the field here for Sweden. Less than 3 to play. 2:30. Time will stop as on a regular clock. That's the rule here in the fourth quarter. Powers running with it behind X. Sweden wants to talk it all over. They want to make sure they're executing down the stretch here. We're going to take a quick step away. You're watching Sweden and Czech Republic, the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thinking for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
We welcome you back to the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships. I'm Kevin McMahon. I'm joined by Coach Connor McKemmy. 9-7. Sweden leads. 2 goals separate the two. 2 minutes, 20 seconds separate one of these teams being named the 25th best team in the world.
Yeah, right out of the gate, Czech Republic smart to double, throwing some vicious checks over there, make it very difficult and get exactly what they want, which is that turnover. Again, the clock stops under 3 minutes, so.
Whistle blew, so that's why the clock kept running there. And it's gonna be Czech ball, Czech trying to get this clear going. They need 2 goals, but you have to get the first one before you can start thinking about the second one.
Yeah, and that's always the issue when you're down a couple. Unfortunately, there's no 2-pointer in FIL, unlike Major League Lacrosse. So you really do have to worry about getting one at a time, and right there, running into a double team, trying to do too much is this Czech side, and another turnover. Really going to be difficult for them now, under a minute and a half. Endless energy we've seen right here, running back and forth and back and forth. Oh, wow.
A delayed decision there.
Wow.
What'd you see there, Coach?
Not only are you not supposed to shoot that, but if you do shoot it, you gotta finish an open goal.
Well, I think he was not going to shoot. To the very last second, he decided he wanted to take a look at it. He waited till he almost had no angle.
Yeah.
He didn't have an angle.
Yeah, he waited till he had no angle, and lucky that they were able to corral that, because that could have been a costly turnover right there for Sweden to give the Czech Republic any sort of life. But now with 20 seconds left, going to be very difficult. Sweden should see this thing out. But the young Mac, Dylan, going forward, that's a play that as a coach, you pull him aside and say, hey, it didn't cost us this time, so let's not have it be an issue going into the future.
Sweden holding on to the ball here. 3 seconds. It's starting to set in. Sweden, it's time to celebrate. The comeback for Sweden is complete. 9-7, and they are the 25th best team in the world. So Sweden, a come from behind victory, they end the tournament on a high note. This Czech Republic team, they've played a lot of great lacrosse this tournament, and they have nothing to hang their heads about, C-Mac. It's been a great tournament for them.
Yeah, been a great tournament for them. No reason to hang your head. You're still 26th in the world. Not a bad spot to be. Again, neither one of these, or both these teams had higher expectations coming into it, but some young, talented players on the roster, a lot to look forward to with Euros coming up in 2 years and the World Games, again, just a few short years away.
So Sweden wins 9-6, or 9-7, excuse me, with a come from behind victory, 25th in the world. I'm Kevin McMahon. That's Coach Connor McKemmy. We'll be all over Wingate today doing more games. Personally, we have Finland, Italy next, but there's so many. So if you're craving lacrosse, you want to watch more, look around. So many being broadcast on the ESPN family of networks, just like this one was. We thank you for watching this production of the 2018 FIL World Lacrosse Championships. We'll see you next time. From Netanya, Israel.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thank you for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade. Passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thanking for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade. Passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thanking for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade, passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.
Yesterday my life was filled with rain. Sunny, thanking for the love. Sunny, one so true. I love you.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. Vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
Jordan Wolf won't pan out.
Joe Walters is overrated.
Joey Sankey won't make it at the next level.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Oh, let's see who's free.
Is your insurance agent trapped? Probably. When agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop around to find you a better deal. Free to do what's right for you. Find an agent at trustedchoice.com.
For over 30 years, Cascade has been the most trusted helmet in lacrosse. Introducing the Cascade S. Cascade. Passion to protect.
Today's forecast, always sunny.